Shanti. Avyakt BaapDada. Today's date 20th of December 1969. 20th of December 1969. Murli's title is Success in Plans Through Plain Remembrance. Success in Plans Through Plain Remembrance. What is BaapDada seeing today? What has he come to see and do? Today, BaapDada has come to make his extremely lovely children make a promise. You souls were clever at making a promise at the beginning. At the beginning, you souls didn't take long to make a promise. You didn't think about anything. Similarly, even now, BaapDada has come to take a promise from you. Out of all the souls in the entire drama, you are known as the most courageous because you had courage and come close to BaapDada and received love from him. You took help from him and also helped him. So BaapDada has come to test those sanskars once again. All of you are ever ready, are you not? The promise you have to make is that from now on there will be unity, cleanliness, subtlety, sweetness and greatness in your thoughts, words and deeds visible to everyone at every step. So Baba says the promise you have to make is that from now on there will be unity. Number 1 is unity, 2 is cleanliness, 3 is subtlety, 4th is sweetness, 5th is greatness in your thoughts, words and deeds visible to everyone at every step. You were told that many were sent to service places after the bhakti. Do you remember those days? What did people say about you then? The words that emerged from everyone's lips were that all of you have come out from the same machine. What all of you say is the same. The way of living of all of you is the same, and the attraction of all of you is the same. Wherever you look, everyone appears to be the same. Whose influence was that? That was the influence of the subtle sustenance. Even while being in the corporeal form, you were visible to everyone as Avyakt angels. In an ordinary form, you were visible as spiritual beings and images that attract. Now once again, just as that was the 16-year bhakti, so this is the 16-day bhakti. However, from now everyone should come to know that you have come here transformed in order to transform the world. The entire divine family especially has an eye on this group. So the special souls have to reveal their specialities. Which speciality? You have already been told of 5 things. Only when you remember these 5 things in your every thought, word and deed will you be visible to everyone as special souls. When you bring about specialities in yourself, you will be able to reveal the Father. Only through your sanskars of perfection can you reveal the Father. Not just through your service plans, but you can reveal the Father through your sanskars of perfection and your perfect Shakti form. 2. Although you do have to make plans, those plans will only be successful when together with plans you have total love. There should be plain remembrance. There should not be any mixture with it. Only with plain remembrance can you be successful. Check before make any plans. Baba said, check before you make any plans. Is there plain remembrance? What was the promise you made at the beginning? Do you remember that song? You have to put that into practice now. That is, it should be visible to everyone in a practical way. That your love of the intellect is only for the one. Now, do you understand what you have come to do and see? Baba likes variety. This is a heart-to-heart conversation. Some fail in this. At this time, you have become those who fail everyone. You have not failed. You do not allow yourself to fail. This is also good. However, you do feel it. If you want to learn the art of being victorious in whatever you say, then learn it from the children. When this title, Baba says, when this little difference finishes, all these souls will surrender themselves to you. Just as all of you surrender yourselves to BaapDada, so too your devotees will surrender themselves to you Shaktis. However, this difference should finish. The aspect of becoming oversensitive should finish. The most sensible ones that emerged are those who instantly struck a bargain. In front of the souls of the entire world, you are the most courageous and the most sensible. This is why BaapDada says this is the gathering of the children who are the most sensible of all. You are also courageous. No matter how much courage others have, no one now can have the courage of making the instant donation and receiving great charity. Although everyone Baba says although everyone bathes in the rivers, you bathed in the ocean. There is a difference between bathing in the rivers and bathing in the ocean. You have passed in this. Now it remains for you to pass in one other aspect. Marks are dependent on that one aspect. No matter what direction you receive at any time in any form for anywhere, it can be given at any time. You can even be given a direction to be ready in 1 second. Have all of you become ever ready to this extent? When you were to leave the impure household, did you think about anything? You did not consider your jewelry, clothes, or children. You did not consider anything. So, since this is a pure household, what need is there to consider any of those things? Previously, you were just lost in love, and you did all of this out of love, not with knowledge. Love alone made you ever ready to that extent. Now, as well as love, you also have power. So, while having love and power, why is there a delay in becoming ever ready? In the beginning, it was announced that everyone had to go onto the field of Baba says in Baba says in the beginning it was announced that everyone had to go onto the field at that time. So this has to repeat now too, but in different forms. It is not that because BaapDada knows the future, he would tell you about it in advance, and you all keep yourselves tied in the bondage of service. Even while having bondages, you must not stay in bondage. To be in bondage to any soul is not a sign of being free from bondage. This is why all of you have to pass this one subject as pass with honors. You will be notified about that which you never thought or even dreamt about. Those who pass such a paper will pass with honors. This is why BaapDada is telling you in advance. You are being given a signal in advance. This is known as going into the depths. What would be the speciality of those who have a subtle intellect? Those who have a subtle intellect will be able to mold themselves to any circumstances. They will be able to mold themselves according to the circumstances. They will have the courage to confront anything. They will never be frightened, but they will go into the depths of whatever the situation and make themselves move along according to that. Only when you are light will you be able to mold yourselves. Only when something is warm and soft can it be molded. If either is missing, it will not be molded. Whatever it is first heated and made soft and can then be molded. What is the warmth and the softness here? The softness is the humility and the warmth is the form of power. Humility means the form of love. Baba says humility means the form of love. Those who have love for every soul will be able to remain humble. In there, Baba says those who have love for every soul will be able to remain humble. If there is no love there, Baba says if there is no love, then neither will they be able to become merciful nor they will be humble. This is why there has to be humility and the form of power. That is to the extent that you are Humble, there should be the feeling of being a master. There should be the feeling of being a master in the form of power, and in humility, there should be the virtue of serving. There should be service and also the feeling of being a master. You should be a server and also have the intoxication of being a master of the world. When you have both this softness and warmth, you will able to mold yourself in every aspect. Each of you has to check that the intellect is equally balanced with warmth and softness. Sometimes extreme humility causes damage, and sometimes the strong feeling of being a master causes damage. This is why there has to be a balance of the two. There will be as greatness as there is equality. Now, do you understand in which one aspect you will pass with honors? The final paper is being announced in advance. You should be free from bondage at every moment. You should be free from any bondage even when it comes to the bondage of service. As soon as it is announced, you have to be ever ready and come unto the field. This is the final paper which will be given to you at the right time in a practical way. If you pass this paper, nothing is a big deal. To pass this paper means that you will have an Avyakt stage. If you go beyond the awareness of the body, then everything else is not a big deal. From this, it will be discerned to what extent you have broken the strings of the boat of that life. One are golden chains and the other are iron chains. You have let go of the iron chains, but there are also the subtle golden chains. Those are such that they cannot be seen by anyone. This is why just as you become free from any other bondage, in the same way you should easily be able to become free from the bondage of the body. Otherwise, it will be with great difficulty that you would be able to become free from the bondage of the body. The final paper is of your final thoughts leading you to your destination. To be able to become free from the awareness of the body easily, Baba says, to be able to become free from the awareness of the body easily at the end is a sign of passing with honors. However, that will only happen when your costume is not tight. If there is tightness, you will not easily be able to become free. Tightness means attachment to someone. Therefore, simply check this one thing. Has my costume, Baba says, simply check this one thing. Has my costume become sufficiently loose that I am ready to get out of it in a second? If it is stuck somewhere, there will be a struggle in getting out of it. This is known as being ever ready. Only those who are ever ready in every situation will be able to be ever ready to this extent. You saw in a practical way how Baba demonstrated being ever ready to the call in 1 second. Did he think about what the children would say? Did he think about how he could live without meeting the children? As soon as he was notified, he was ever ready. If the costume is easy, loose, it is easy to leave it. Therefore, practice this all the time. This is the praise of the confluence age, of how he was detached while living with them. That is why he became detached in a second. Those who have remained detached over a long period of time can become detached in a second. If there is not this detachment over a long period of time, then love for that body will bring repentance, and this is why you must not be loving to it. The more detached you are from it, the more loving to the world you will be. This is why Baba says, this is why this is the effort you now need to make. Baba says, do not think that you will go only when there is some form of illness visible and that you will be able to put yourself right at that time. It is not like that. Latter children are to have such forms of death that sons will show the father. Everyone will not have the same form of death. There are some children who have a part within the drama of such a unique death that it will be remembered. Son shows the father. Only those who have the one special virtue will be able to do this. Only a few have this part. They will continue to reveal the father till the end. This is also a huge subject. The Father will continue to be revealed till the final moment. There will definitely be such powerful souls who have the practice of remaining bodiless over a long period of time. They will become bodiless in a second. For instance, you are going to sit in remembrance. It doesn't matter what obstacles you may be facing or what type of situations may be in front of you. But as soon as you sit and you have the thought of remembrance, you become bodiless. In fact, it is very easy to become bodiless in a second, but even when a situation is in front of you, when there are many complications of service in front of you, your practice should be such that within a second, and a second is also too long, your thinking and doing should both be simultaneous. After thinking about doing it, you should not have to make effort to do it. At present, you have to think about it and then you are able to stabilize yourself in that stage. However, there will be such people who will be able to become stable in that stage that moment they think about it. There won't be a difference between the Baba says there won't be a difference between their thoughts and the stage. You think about it and it happens. Those who have such a practice will be able to take the initiative of service. There are some such instruments, but very few. They are not in the majority. There is only a minority. They will be showered with flowers here. Those who pass with honors in this way will be showered with flowers in a practical way at the end by the devotees of the Copper Age. They are the ones who are the Son shows the Father till the end. Theirs would be such a serviceable death. Baba says theirs would be such a serviceable death. Service takes place even through their body. It is the children, not the parents, who are instruments for service. Baba says it is the children, not the parents, who are instruments for service. The parents are incognito. The mother and father are the backbone for service, and the children are in front. Baba says the mother and father are the backbone for service, and the children are in front. The mother and father do not have a part in this service. It is the children who will show the father here. At the end, you will receive a medal for this service. Within the drama, some children will experience such a medal. Now each of you should judge yourself and see whether you can be an instrument to service such a medal. Baba says now each of you should judge yourself and see whether you can be an instrument to receive such a medal. It is not that only the older sisters would be able to receive it. Anyone can receive it. Even the new jewels who perform wonders can receive it. Acha, you now have to bring newness in service. Just as you put newness into yourself, you also have to put newness into service. You have to remember 5 things to bring about newness. It should emerge from everyone's lips. Where have they come from? Just as it used to emerge in the beginning. However, in the beginning, there wasn't that power in words. Now there is power in words, but the power of alokik stage has become incognito. It is hidden. This is why such uniqueness has to be shown to everyone so that they all realize the souls that emerged from the bhattis at the beginning become instruments for so much service. Now once again they have become instruments to change the face of the world. The service now has increased through them. Baba says the service now has increased through them. So you have to go from here having become such forms of power and love. Even if you are standing in the midst of thousands, from a distance you should be seen to be alokik beings. It used to be said of the Sakar form, that is Brahma Baba, that any one unknown person could feel that this one, Brahma Baba, is an alokik person. Midst of thousands, that diamond was sparkling, and so Baba says, amidst thousands, the diamond was sparkling, and so follow the Father. Do not put their vibrations into yourself, but make them alokik with your vibrations. Baba says, do not put their vibration into yourself, but make them alokik with your vibrations. There is the newness you have to bring about. Now, because of service, you have to mix with worldly people. Baba says, now because of service, you have to mix with worldly people. Do not forget the mantra of being detached while coming into relationship for service. You have kept the relationship that you had because of service, but there is now no need to keep a relationship in the same way. There is no need to keep yourself a little slack because of service. That time has now passed. Now you should appear to be a Lokik in the midst of the Lokik. In the midst of many others, you should appear to be Avyakt. There should appear to be worldly, Lokik, and you should appear to be out of this world, Alokik. This is transformation. In the beginning, did you change yourself because of someone else's vibration and company? Baba is asking, in the beginning, did you change yourselves because of someone else's vibration and company? This is why there was, Baba says, this is why they used to say that the Brahma Kumaris are very stubborn, but that stubbornness was good. That was godly stubbornness. Therefore, keeping yourself in the midst of those vibrations, you have to make yourself loving and detached. It is not just with words that you sacrifice yourselves. How did you all make a sacrifice? With inner self consciousness. Baba is asking, how did you all make a sacrifice? With inner conscious love. So with inner conscious love, we made a sacrifice in the beginning. You have created many subjects, and you now have to make people sacrifice themselves. This service still remains. You have created fewer hires than subjects. Because the subjects are created through words, but it is with godly love and power that you create hires. And so you have to create hires. This is the effort of the first stage. You cannot make anyone melt with words, but with the love and power, you can make everyone sacrifice themselves in a second. You receive marks for this too at the end. For how many hires and how many subjects you have created, what variety of hires did you create, what variety of subjects did you create, and in how much time. Baba is telling you about the final paper today as to which questions you will receive marks on. Baba is telling you about the final paper today as to which questions you will receive marks on. This will be one question in the final result. The second you will were told about was the show of service until the end. And the third question will be how many times you have failed in your stage from the beginning until the final time. The whole account will be announced. How many times you were victorious, how many times you failed, and in how much time you gained victory. How long it took you to face any problem. You will receive marks on that too. So service and your personal stage, Baba says, so service and your personal stage throughout your whole life and the proof of service till the end. Baba says, so service and your personal stage throughout your whole life and the proof of service till the end, these three things will be examined. Here too, Baba says, here too, each one of you will see very clearly when there is a gathering what your register is like in these three things. You can bring this in front of you and check the result in advance. Then, whatever is lacking, you can revise it and fill that gap. If even now there is something lacking in these three things, then fill that gap. You can make up time. Baba says you can make up time. A train or car can make up time in even half an hour. What you cannot cover in 6 hours can be covered in half an hour. Therefore, this is the last chance to make up time. Now we shall see the result. In the beginning, you used to receive news of how much. Baba says, in the beginning, you used to receive news of how such revealed souls have come to you. Baba says, in the beginning, you used to receive news of how such elevated souls have come to you. Such news should now come again. A bhakti means to change yourself. Acha, Om Shanti.